Hello everybody, and welcome to our full moon report for April 10th or 11th, depending on where you live in this country or the world. For me, it's going to be April 10th at 11:08 Pacific Standard Time here in sunny San Diego, California. This full moon is going to be at 21 degrees Libra, and it's going to be opposing our sun, which is currently in Aries. The lunation is going to have a T-square. The moon is conjunct Jupiter in Libra, which will be squaring Pluto in Capricorn and opposing the Sun and Uranus in Aries. There's also going to be an inconjunct to Mars in Taurus, which we'll talk about in just a moment.
And may the stars be with you.
What does that all mean, you say? Well, this full moon in Libra will be highlighting our partnerships to others and self. We're going to be shedding some light on our shadow selves. Full moon is precisely that. It's an opposition. So oppositions function best by showing the shadow of something. And that's precisely what the first and seventh house is, Aries and Libra, respectively. The moon opposing Uranus could signal an emotional need to break free of something so that we can find a more authentic version of ourselves, which could be putting some stress on our relationships right now, or our own inner identity of what we know we even are. So we're all birthing new egos right now because that is the time of Aries and the time of spring as we are bolstering a new identity so that we can continue on with the next 11 signs of the zodiac with this newfound self. Which could put some stress on our relationships because sometimes the things that we want to do for ourselves others might not see, and some things that we do others see too clearly, and they're trying to show us that, you know, hey, maybe you shouldn't do this. So right now we are just trying to find our relationship with our own inner identity. That sun is shining light on our ego because this is the ego time of year where we're birthing a new identity for ourselves. So there's a lot of powerful lessons to be learned in Aries, and especially during this Libra full moon, because we're going to see some of our lessons coming out with the other. The other is going to be acting as a reflection, as a mirror, a direct mirror, so that we can identify the things that it is that may be holding us back, because what you see in others that might bother you might be something that is in your own makeup and might be time to let go of. The ego can let go of that so that they can move on. So others may have been getting in your way lately, but like I said, there's lessons to be learned there. So with Jupiter in Libra right now, our path to expansion actually does lie in being diplomatic and being able to work with others, because we just can't go it alone. So there's a lot of lessons to be learned right now with Jupiter in Libra. Venus is also retrograde right now, which is actually why you might have been dealing with a lot of past life soulmate issues. There might be people in your life that either come back into your life that are causing some type of stress or rethinking of your, you know, what they mean to you. They could also be leaving your life finally for good. So do be aware that that is a potential for energy right now. Mars is making an inconjunct from Taurus, which is a call to our action-oriented ego self to approach situations maybe from a different vantage point. There needs to be some type of an adjustment in that area of our life, an adjustment in how we're using our warrior action spirit energy to the best of its abilities. We're kind of learning where we can control things, where we can and what we can't control, actually. So we're learning about where to kind of pull in those reins of control and where to kind of just let it go. So not only that, it's actually a time to help manifest things that may be outside our comfort zone, because Taurus is all about comfort. So there has to be some type of adjustment there. So try not to be too stubborn with yourself or other people at this time, because we're all just trying to figure it out, really. And we're trying to see where we have control, and there's no point in trying to control others right now. Just get control of yourself, and you'll be fine. But also just be sure that if you do need to put down your foot about something, now's the time to do that as well. Especially if you feel like you've been walked on over, or it's time to say no, or, you know, maybe you're going to have to be stubborn about something and not always so willing to give in. So depending on where that sits for you, you make that adjustment accordingly. Also, a little icing on top of the cake is Mercury has just gone retrograde as of yesterday, April 9th. So no need to rush any of the findings that we're deducing right now, because there's a lot of inner going back over it. There's not as much as Aries is all action oriented, there's a lot of retrograde right now that's having us put that action inwards, because that's where we're going to see our most growth. Venus has been retrograde for a while. Saturn just went retrograde on the 5th, thank God. So there's not as much energy going forward externally right now, even though Aries loves to just rocket forward. We are learning to be a little more patient with the situation, especially with that cardinal T-square, because cardinal is all about action, action, action too. But when you're in the T-square, you're literally just kind of stuck at all these different points. So just be patient with yourself, and one step at a time. Okay, so let's see what these cards have in store for us for the full moon. Well, it seems that the cards are reinforcing a lot of our previous message. Our focus is the 9 of Swords, and then our grounding card is the 2 of Cups. So there could be some anxiety right now coming up on how to open your heart to other people. You realize you can't go it alone, so that we have to open up to others. There could be that others are actually creating some anxiety in your life right now, and you're being called upon not to play the victim, and to give in to the unfair dealings. You know, might not be fair, but either way, you can't let it get you down. You just kind of carry on, because, you know, holding poison for someone else is not going to kill them. It's going to kill you. So just, you know, call upon your inner warrior so that you can just have that Aries energy and let it roar right now. So stay strong in yourself, and don't let that anxiety and worry get to you, because we're all just trying to find equilibrium. So just be patient with yourself and the other, because we're all just feeling it out. So show some love to yourself and let go of your worries, as it's blocking your heart at this time, and we don't want that to happen. So just breathe, relax. All right, some full moon takeaways. So how to use your energy best during this full moon. Let's try some light things, like why don't you surround yourself with some art and music and just general opulence, because Libra loves to be around beauty. They feel secure, emotionally secure when you're around beautiful surroundings. So why not put yourself in a place that you can enjoy just the beauty of living. Maybe get some flowers, or walk in a garden. But just embrace all the beauty that's around you. You can also go for a run with a buddy, or just go shopping and have a little partnership time with each other, because it'll burn off that extra energy that's going to be in the air. If you've been working on a project all by your lonesome, why not reach out to someone else and show them what you've been working on, because they might have something to say that you haven't thought of yet, a little insight that can take you farther than where you have been. But the bottom line is basically just don't worry too much about what others are going to say, how they're going to react to you. Just be yourself, and that's really all you need to do at this time, because we're all just trying to be ourselves. So let that go, let that pressure go, and just be you. You do you the best you know how, and let others do them. Okay, that's all I have for you at this junction. Say hi, Loretta Kitty. She's like, I was just sleeping. Don't bother me. So thank you so much for tuning in. And as always, may the stars be with you.